The director of the pageant is the mine superintendent's very haughty and very wealthy wife. Her name is Beatrice Finch, but because the community is called the Hive because of the beehive-shaped coke ovens in the community, she is derisively known as the Queen, or Queen Bee, but no one ever says that to her face. The other girls in this scene, in addition to Deirdre, are Teresa, that you've heard about, the beautiful one who is pretty much convinced she's got the part in the bag. And the other girls are Magella and Helena. And this scene begins right after a whole number of boys have walked out of the auditorium in the audition in solidarity with their friend Willie. The Queen dismissed him very disrespectfully because he's black. Only 8 boys remained to fill 10 male roles. Deirdre felt her hand rise. Deirdre Sweeney, am I correct in assuming you're also withdrawing from the pageant cast? The Queen asked. Stand up so I can see you. A grinning Teresa twisted around in her seat. Go on, Deirdre Sweeney. Make a complete fool of yourself, just like Willie. She'll never give you the best part or any part now. Deirdre forced herself upright. I just thought, we learned in English class that a long time ago, girls, well, women, they weren't allowed on stage. Boys play the girls' parts. Maybe we could do the opposite and have some girls play boys. The Queen's mouth twitched. Are you telling me how to cast my pageant, Miss Sweeney? Oh no, of course not. Deirdre's hands retreated to her pockets, forestalling the overwhelming urge to slap Teresa's giddy face. It just occurred to me, that's all. It also occurred to her that the Queen had done her the courtesy of calling her Miss. Would you be willing to play a boy's part, Miss Sweeney? A snicker escaped from Teresa. Deirdre's pocketed hands clenched until a knuckle cracked. As I said before, Mrs. Finch, I want to play St. Barbara. The Queen shocked Deirdre, and no doubt everyone else, by laughing. Not a genteel titter or lilting giggle, but full-out laughter that rose from her belly to rock her shoulders and nearly dislodge her hat. She laughed until her rouged cheeks glittered, forcing her to search her handbag for a hanky. Dabbing her eyes, she motioned toward the wings. Well, Miss Sweeney, let's see if your dramatic ability supports your ambition. You'll find scripts stacked on a table just off stage. Take 5 minutes to study Barbara's speech on page 52. Then come out here and deliver those lines as if your life depended on it. You. The Queen's eyes cut to Magella and Helena. Go backstage with Miss Sweeney and bring out the rest of the scripts. Feeling utterly weightless, Deirdre found herself on stage. Laden with booklets, Magella careened around the proscenium and nearly knocked her over. Helena followed, whispering, We left one for you. Good luck. Deirdre ducked behind the stage curtain, rippling in their wake, and found the script on the table. She opened it, releasing a faint scent of roses, then rubbed clammy palms down the front of her dress. Her heart pumped so swiftly, she feared she would keel over and die, until she recalled Teresa's cat got the canary grin. Planting a hand on either side of the script, she bent over it and silently read the speech. In parentheses, directions followed for Barbara to inspect her surroundings. Deirdre regarded the spotlights mounted overhead, the dusty planks beneath her shoes. Look at them, she told herself, like they're rooms in a boss's house and you're about to move in. Her fingers brushed the curtain, which turned yellow and ruffled, covering the window of a wallpapered bedroom that was hers alone. Was this acting? Pretending to shed her dress, her skin, her very name? Could such a transformation occur simply by reading a script? Miss Sweeney, the Queen called, are you sufficiently prepared to bring down the house? 5 minutes had never passed so quickly. Deirdre made her way to the front of the stage. Blinking against the fiery lights, she scanned the faces arrayed before her until she found Therese's, stiff and unsmiling. From the balcony, the Queen's command swooped down like the voice of God. "That's far enough, Miss Sweeney. Please proceed." Deirdre drew a deep, bracing breath and began the speech that she had determined would change her life.